Hello and welcome back to Women's Football Talk, the YouTube channel that brings you all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. Now before we get into today's video, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours. And make sure you are following us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world of women's football. So yesterday on Saturday saw the conclusion of Group B final games between Finland and Germany and Denmark and Spain. Obviously Germany were already through to the knockout stages, so it was just the other team that had to be decided, and it was built up as a very exciting game between Denmark and Spain. However, it was the Spanish that heavily dominated possession because they knew that a draw was good enough for them throughout the whole 90 minutes. It was Denmark that had to score and win the game to knock Spain out. So Spain had many chances throughout the game. Lena Christensen making some very good saves for Denmark. And then on the attack, when we look at the Danish side, it was a lot of Pernille Harder having to do the attack on her own because of how Lars Solskjaer changed the lineup. So Pernille Harder was having to do so much work on her own to try and get anything going for Denmark, and that just wasn't happening. She forced Sandra Panos to make a couple of saves here and there, but ultimately nothing too threatening until the likes of Nadia Dean was brought on late on in the second half. And then as we go into the second half, Jorge Vilda made a triple substitution, bringing on Marta, Cardona, Olga Carmona and Esther Gonzalez, and it was the first two that linked up for the goal in the 90th minute, as it looked like we was heading for a 0-0 draw, which would have been the first 0-0 draw of this tournament. However, Olga Carmona puts in a ball and Marta Cardona knocks it in to give Spain the 1-0 victory as they progressed through to the quarterfinals. Now they have set up a quarterfinal against England on Wednesday at the Brighton and Hove Albion Stadium at 8 PM, whilst Germany will play Austria in their game. And speaking of Germany, let's have a look at their win now. It was fairly convincing for them. I mean, first half absolutely dominated possession and all the chances would just fall in the way of Germany. Obviously Finland out of the tournament already, finished bottom of the group, and the golfing class difference between the two sides was present throughout the first half an hour of the game, as Germany just kept having chance after chance but weren't able to score. And then Sophia Kleinhorn managed to score just before half time, 5 minutes before the break, with a lovely header to give them the lead. And then in the second half, Alex Popp and Nicole Anyomi scored two more goals to give Germany a 3-0 comfortable win, and like I said, set up that tie with Austria. So in terms of the whole outlook of that group in the end, Germany looked very comfortable and will be looking forward to bringing Lena Oberdorf back into their squad for the quarterfinals, obviously, as she had to miss out this game due to a suspension on Thursday. And then if we look at Spain in how they would look against England, Spain, for me, haven't looked a very good team. Yes, they've scored 5 goals and conceded 3, but most of their goals came against Finland. The 2-0 loss against Germany the other day, they were really poor in the final third. And then this 1-0 victory over Denmark last night saw a bit of like, yes, they knew they didn't need to do much and go out and attack, but you'd still expect them to be much better in the final third. And honestly, from the games I've watched of both sides, I've obviously watched all the games so far at this European competition, I wouldn't be surprised if England win that game quite comfortably. And then if we look at the Germany-Austria game, I think that's going to be a lot closer on paper. Two very good sides. I mean, Austria's defence in their last game that we spoke against Northern Ireland, it's going to be such hard, resolute defending, and it's not going to be easy for Germany to break down. So it's going to be very interesting to see how those two games do pan out. But we'll have a full quarterfinal preview Tuesday before the quarterfinals come out. And then if we have a look at today's games, Group C conclusion, absolutely anything can happen in Group C today. Both games kicking off at 5 PM UK time, so 6 PM Central European time. Switzerland will play Netherlands. Jackie Groenen and Annick Nouwen are back and have been training this week for the Netherlands. Mark Parsons announced. However, Viviane Miedema, as of this morning, has not been cleared, so it's unlikely she will play. And then Sweden versus Portugal, again, anything can happen. So any of the teams can finish first, any of the teams can finish second, third and fourth, so it's anything can happen in this group. It's going to be probably the most entertaining in the fact that anything can happen in those two games, and it'll be very interesting to see what does happen. Can the 2017 winners go and progress, or will they be knocked out? So we could have both the 2017 winners and runners-up potentially getting knocked out at the group stage this time round. It'll be very interesting to see, and you'll hear my reaction first thing on Monday morning when we react to it, and before we look to Group D, the final set of group games. But like I said at the start, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss a video of ours, with post notification bell on, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest news and stories elsewhere from around the world of women's football. And until next time, we'll see you soon.